Hey everybody, it's your spiritual color and diamond painter. I just wanted to get a quick and brief video about some of the books that I've been buying for adult coloring lately. I guess as you've gotten into adult coloring, anyone who's specifically into adult coloring realize that when you shop for adult coloring books, it's not like when you were a child. Looking for coloring books, and the first thing that tickled your little fancy or brightened your eyes, you're like, oh, I want to get that, I want to get that. So as adult colorists, I feel like we look for stuff that mostly, well, I know myself, I can't say everyone, look for things that probably have a lot of detail, that may be something that we can really practice techniques on, shading, blending, shadowing, or something that is more relatable to what we are feeling at that time. If we're feeling like nature, if we're feeling like we want to just have inspirational books where there's words and pictures, because I love books like that also. But adult coloring is, like I said in my last couple of videos, is in really high demand. It's been very therapeutic for a lot of people, but it's nowhere near the same as coloring when you were a child. As coloring was fun. It was something you did. It's different. It's still enjoyable. It's still relaxing. But the choices we make of what we buy and what we're looking into, we're more into detail. We're more into therapeutic mindsets of what relaxes us, what we're into, what speaks to us as colorists, and learning the techniques to making the picture look beautiful, like it's something you really would see in an art gallery that you can hang up. And there are so many children out here today that are so artistically creative and have such great skills. I have a nephew named Tyreek Ragsdale who is very creative in what he does. He's an artist. He's been drawing since he's like 4, and he's really good at art. So if you have a child that's good at drawing, motivating them to become more of a better artist, instead of even just having books in art galleries, now you have children who can actually put their art out there and make books from their art, and doing art on adult art and doing adult coloring. And they would probably make great money. No doubt that they won't make great money, because I don't think it is going anywhere. Therapeutically and psychologically, people have turned to adult coloring because it really helps, whether it's people in nursing homes who really just need some more, what they call rehabilitation, creativity, recreational therapy, to actually help them and help them get through times where it's tough, where they can really focus. And like I said, it's a time I feel like God is really spiritually bringing out our artistic gifts, our forms of artistic creation, whether it's in coloring, drawing, whether it's in pottery, or whatever you choose to do, sewing. I'm also going to start talking about later on doing my scrapbook, because I think I want to make a scrapbook out of some of my adult coloring pictures and put them in scrapbooks and portfolios to really make them look nice, or even how to put them in frames and hang them up, because I think there's so much talent and creativity that goes into the colorist's work itself. So one of the first books you see as it's sitting here, as I'm just running my mouth, is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. And I went to this as I begin to see so many people advertise it, was because it is a story. And I didn't realize how thick this book is. But I love books that, like the Ink House, that are full of story. And just let me move my thing around just a little bit. That are full of story, and they also have all these pretty pages. But if you look into Ivy the Ink Butterfly, it is a full story, and then it is all these pictures you can color that are part of the story. And I love that. Whether it's just plain simple stuff, whether it's a bundle of flowers, which this is something I love, nature and coloring. And it's full of teapots and stuff like that. It's full of different things to color. But I love that there's a whole story you can read behind it. And it's like a little child story, but then again, it's still a creative story. If you're interested in just liking to read and something that's interesting, or if you have a child that you want to read a story to, and then let them help you color through it. If you feel like, you don't want your children to mess up your book, but if you think that they have that type of talent or creative gift to color inside the book with you, because I know a lot of people when they get their children, they're like, I don't want them to mess up my books. I have to buy on their own. I've heard that so many times because children love to color too. So if you have children, you allow them to color with you, but of course you probably will give them something that is less complicated and something that not that you're doing. My second book I bought is called I Dream in Color by Hannah Lynn. And I love, 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 love this book. On my next video, I'm going to do something that I haven't seen anyone do, but I'll talk about that later because I'm not going to talk about it now. But I love this book because it is another story and it's so inspirational. And I told her I love Hannah Lynn's drawings of females, and she does a lot of creative designs when it comes to the females. Sorry, I want y'all to see that a little better. And I love the story in this book. It is so inspirational. And then there are so many sayings on it. Can't have a rainbow without a little rain. And all her inspirational quotes are awesome. So I've always had this one. This is my other one by her. It is called Steampunk Darlings. And this is the diamond painting that I wanted of Trixie that never, never, ever stays on Diamond Art Club's website. Once this Trixie comes out, which is her, this beautiful lady right here, and this is the steampunk edition, she's out stock immediately. Trixie never stays up, and that's the one Diamond Art Club painting I wanted to do more than any other one when it comes to Hannah Lynn's Diamond Art Club diamond paintings was Trixie. And she has all these different ones. My other girl who I really love, and I have one of her diamond paintings. She's one of my first loves. It's my first Diamond Art Club. Her name is Micah. I think I said it's not Mika, it's Micah Jelena. And this right here, this picture on here, is the very picture that I have as a diamond painting that I am doing. I'm trying to make you see the whole thing. That I am doing right now as a diamond painting. My diamond painting is really big. It's like 55 by 75 or something like that, but it's big. And yeah, and this is the picture that I'm doing by her. And I have done a couple of pictures now, I think, in this book. This is one of the pictures I finished up doing. And I think I did 2 pictures in this book. And she has so many different ones. And I did Willa. And I also did Willa. And she has so many other pictures in her book. As you can see, it's spiral. And it flips back and forth. Back and forth. It's not, just a hardcover or soft cover. It flips back and forth like this. These are all her different pictures. I'm trying to make this look right. So, that she has in her book. And this one is called Solra. Gwyneth. She's an angel. And it's like 20 over more 20. She has some in grayscale, which look like this. Zanaya. So she has so many pretty, pretty, pretty books. And then she has this one also in grayscale. Rhiannon. I think her name is Rhiannon. Y'all know how to pronounce that name. Y'all let me know. But, and this is another picture. But I love her work too. She's an awesome artist. Now, when it comes to different coloring books that really speak to me, I like this one because it has the nursery rhymes. If anybody know about nursery rhymes, if you know what they mean or where they came from, the story itself, when you heard as a child, is totally different than when you learned the origination of the story as an adult. And this one has all the Mother Goose nursery rhymes. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. And then it has the picture that you can actually color. I'm going to do some. I haven't done any work in this one. There's nursery rhymes I don't even know. And he Ring Around the Rosie. Anybody know this was about German? I think it was a German nursery rhyme, and it was about the death. Ring around a rose pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes full of dust. And someone told me that this was, when they say ashes, ashes full of dust, it was written about the Jewish camp when Hitler killed the people and killed all those Jews, killed the people. When Hitler killed the Jews in that time, and it was a song that they sang about the death of those people, and I didn't know that. Although ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's what it says. But when you learn the meanings behind some of these nursery rhymes, I definitely want to color this because I think this is so pretty. There's so much more to the nursery rhyme than you know if you actually realize where it comes from. There's some more. We have some just beautiful pictures. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating a pumpkin pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." I just love that one. But all these are in grayscale, and I love the color. Bad Back Sheet, have you any wool? Okay. And this is the Nursery Rhymes by Grayscale, full adults, from Ruth Sanders. And I love it. And I'm going to probably do some in this month. My little coloring book is by Thomas Kincaid. I love his art. I had 2 of his cups there in my kitchen with his drawings on them. And I think I had something else that he had. But this is just one of his painting light. It's called a Posh book. Don't know what actually the Posh book comes from. I think it's just a different certain brand. But Thomas Kincaid has some awesome drawings. And when you talk about drawing nature, this is more like something you would actually paint to me. It's not painting by numbers, but the actual picture is on the side. And I know a lot of people do use their pencils and markers. And he has a lot of different beautiful scenery with his thing. And then you get this, you color it. And I haven't did anything in this book. I don't like sometimes the way they make everything look small, so the way that's like really crumbled, like I would have to paint that. But I think it would be better to do it in something like a pastel pencil or watercolor pencil. I love this one. This is water. And I was not the type of person that's going to buy 1,000 different coloring books. I said if I get up to 10 to 20 coloring books, I'm good. I'm not trying to buy everybody's coloring book that comes out on a map because right now, you know, I just do what I feel like my spirit draws me to. I don't like every coloring book I see, and I don't want to do it just to just be buying stuff. And this is Disney, and I love Disney and all their stories. Like I said, every story has a meaning. It has a purpose. It has some type of, you know, it has some type of structure where you can get something out of it. It has a meaning behind it that something you could take from it. Here you go, Mickey Mouse, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. I've seen people color these pages, and after they get finished, they absolutely look beautiful. And I think this is Tinkerbell. And there's the Lion King, Aladdin, Pinocchio, So yeah, this is another Thomas Kincaid and his Disney coloring book, and I haven't done anything of that. Now the other person I love is Alina Lazareva. Lazareva, I think that's how you say her name. But she has a lot of beautiful art. She does a lot of fantasy art. And you're talking about just learning how to do women, if you want to do how to do portrait, hair, face. This is a good book to start learning it in. And I love her drawings. That's real Christmassy. This is naturey. This is something I would definitely do. This is like Alice in Wonderland type picture. And there, if you want to learn how to do food, which I haven't really gotten to doing food and things like that yet. But I've seen people make these pictures look so spectacular. It'd be like something you would actually see hanging up in a bakery or somewhere, not just, you know, a colored page like this. I mean, I've seen pictures where the color is so popping and it looks so spectacular and beautiful, where it's a, like you could see this as a poster hanging up in a bakery somewhere. And that's what I love about the color and learning about the colorists that I follow. Their skills are so unique and they are just awesome at what they do. And I'm working on my skills, so trying to get to that level. I think this is cute with the girls that are on top of the cupcake swimming in mermaid. And this would be a pretty picture to do. That's Alina, and I note her. This is new too. This is one of the vintage coloring books that they had. And this little picture on here, I truly love this picture. I love vintage stuff with the little mice. I love anything with nature that's naturey to me. There's the eagle.